Hello, good and kind people. Lisa Gale here. Today we're making white bread using my brand new KitchenAid. I had put a request out into the universe that if anybody had a refurbished KitchenAid of any kind that they were not using, if they could consider letting me know about it so I can get my own. I was gifted by a dear sweet cousin of mine. She's a little bit older than I am, and I'm not going to mention her name here, but I just have to tell you that I am so thankful for this gift and I want to share it with you. Here we go. Ta-da! It is a 500 series professional KitchenAid mixer. It is the lift bowl, so the bowl lifts away, has the handle, and of course it comes with all of the attachments. The whip tool, the paddle for mixing batters, and what we're going to use today is the dough hook. I'm just going to slide that right in there. It is all set to go. I'm going to get our ingredients and I'm going to meet you right back here in just a few minutes. Hello, I want to show you what we're going to do first. You have to take lukewarm water. Lukewarm, and if you follow the KitchenAid recipe online, it'll tell you exactly a temperature, but I do not have a thermometer. So the way I was always taught to do lukewarm water is to stick your finger in, and if it's neither too hot nor too cold, it's lukewarm. And we'll be able to tell if our yeast works right away because we're going to do what we call proofing the yeast. Proofing the yeast means you simply pour it into some warm water and see if it starts to bubble and foam. When it starts to bubble and foam, you know it's working. We're going to put that in there, give it a quick stir, and then just wait a few minutes for it to bubble and foam. It certainly smells like active yeast. And you use 2 packs if you're buying it in the packs. If you're using the kind that's in the jar, you're going to need about 4.5 tablespoons. Give this a good stir and let it rest. While that's resting, we're going to add to a saucepan. I have a small saucepan here. This is aluminum cast iron, great for doing sauces, cooking things slowly on the oven. I have in here a 1/2 cup of milk. To that, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 3 tablespoons of butter. While we're waiting on this yeast to proof, we're going to warm this all up on a very low heat until the butter and the sugar dissolves. Then we're going to turn it off and bring it back and start mixing our bread dough and KitchenAid. So we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back now, and we're going to start out with 4.5 cups all-purpose flour. You might want to make sure you use a really good quality flour here. I use King Arthur all-purpose flour. I've also reserved about 1.5 cups to add a 1/2 cup at a time in case our dough is not stiff enough. I'm going to pour that in. There we go. And I have the melted butter, sugar, and milk mixture here with a little bit of salt. And we have the proofed yeast that's all foamy on the top. And we're just going to pour these in. Get all that goodness. Lock the bowl in place with my handle. We're going to start mixing it for about 2 minutes. Now I'm going to turn it up to speed for another 2 minutes at a time. And we're going to add another 1/2 cup out of our reserve as needed until the dough gets to the right kind of consistency. So. Okay, it's been about 2 minutes. So at this point, we're going to check our dough. You should be able to almost be able to read a paper through it, and I honestly don't think we're there yet. So we're gonna just let this go for another couple minutes. Okay, time to check it again. I'm gonna make sure that gluten is developed. Oh, that's much better. It doesn't break apart when I stretch it. So we're gonna say that that's done. We're gonna take the dough off. We're gonna place it inside this greased bowl. Flip it over so all sides of the ball get coated in the oil. and then cover it with a piece of foil and let it set for about an hour until it has doubled in size. Let's lower this down. There we go. And remove it from the dough hook, like so. Not too bad. And it should all just dump right into the bowl. Perfect. Make sure it's into a ball. Coat it, turn it over. Then we're just gonna leave it like this to double in size. So we have a piece of plastic wrap. Since our dough is completely covered and coated in oil, I'm gonna leave it loose. I don't want it to suffocate it when it rises. Now I'm just going to kind of set it in a warm place until it doubles in size, and we'll check back in here in 1 hour. And we'll see you then. Hey everybody, we're back, and good for us. Our dough doubled in size. So we're going to dump it out, divide it into 2 loaves, place them in these already greased loaf pans, and let them rise a second time for about 30 minutes. Punch it down. And punch it down really quick. And pull it out. Cut this in half. And that looks like it's about half. Kind of stretching it. And the next one, I'm going to do the same. Use the scraper if you need to. Just push down into the corners. And we're going to cover it loosely with a towel. And let these double rise, which is the second rise. And we'll meet you back here in a half hour to plop them in the oven. We'll see you back here. Okay, there we go, my friends. I just took it out of the oven, dumped them out. They're cooling. They smell heavenly. They look great. Thank you for baking with me today. Thank you to my special cousin for the amazing gift. Here's another view. And until next time on Cooking with Lisa Gale, y'all have a great day.